So I'm back here with Londoner buses. I'm going to be riding the Magic Bus again. This is 100% Harry Potter, rather than being 50% Christmas and 50% Harry Potter. The last time I went on this, it was 50% Harry Potter and 50% Christmas, because there's Christmas lights and stuff. And we were going through the heart of London and just seeing all of the Christmas lights. However, today it's just 100% Harry Potter. I hadn't watched any Harry Potter films, or not many, before going on this last time, but now I've watched every single one just for this. So that's how dedicated I am to this and Londoner buses. So yeah. You can see on this route master, it says it's got like a little Magic Bus roundel, which I really like. We've got the flap up, presumably so it can cool down. This is a route master long 2681. So it looks like you got Hermione there and Harry Potter there maybe. I don't know why Ron isn't there though. It looks like you got Dumbledore there as well. We're going to have a quick look before people get on. Used ones rather than used tickets. It even says 72 Wizards, and it's got the actual writing there. Got some really nice lights. Shields of the different houses, I believe, which is really cool. You got a lot of decorative stuff, which is really cool. The seats are nice and red, and it just looks really comfortable. If you come upstairs, you can see some more shields, and the seats are a different colour. And this is a long route master, so it's longer than the usual route masters. So yeah, this is quite cool. Yeah, I love the texture on this. I don't know. I like feeling things. Just like the feeling of it. It's quite cool. So unfortunately there is multiple protests in London according to our bus conductor, so we are kind of being diverted. So we are going to do the walking tour first.
Okay. Let's just stick to this one for now, I think. Yeah. Okay, so this is the Magic Bus's sorting hat. His name's Bert. He did want to be the sorting hat at Hogwarts, but unfortunately he's just not that good at his job, okay? So if he sorts you into the wrong house, just, give him a little whack, tell him what he should have said. Usually he just goes with it, okay? Alright, so we will start with you. Ooh, that makes it very hard. Somewhat Gryffindor-ish colours on you, so perhaps a Gryffindor? Gryffindor! Never have too many scars. There you go. And I'm seeing blue.
Yes.
So maybe a Ravenclaw?
Maybe, yes.
Ravenclaw! There you go. And don't think I miss you. Mine's the drip. It drips a lot in this tunnel. Now this hotel right here is called Corinthia Hotel. And this is where many actors will spend the night before the movie premiere that is about to take place. And I believe in 4 out of the 8 Harry Potter premieres, the actors stayed here the night before. Now, usually fans will camp outside, desperate to catch a glimpse of them, take some photos. But of course, the actors will always take the back door and go straight into a private vehicle. You see the statue at the end of this street? This was used as a public toilet location in the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Now obviously not a public toilet. It's a statue. It's a plinth. So what they did was the production designers came here the day before and they put a gentleman's toilet sign up above it. And the camera never shows the door, it just shows the sign. Easy peasy, movie magic, not a problem. Carousels on the back, they're about to go home. But obviously this is quite a big tourist destination. So it took about 2 seconds before a queue started forming for the toilet that obviously doesn't exist. There's no door. How would you get in? It's a big problem. They can't say, oh, you know, don't worry, there's no toilet here, we're just filming. You say we're just filming right at the height of the Harry Potter hysteria. Everyone's gonna figure out what's going on. And then people dressed like this are gonna start rocking up, trying to get a photo. So, they came up with a clever solution. They got one of their security guards and they dressed him in a very nice suit. And they got him to stand outside the fake toilets. And every time somebody tried to go to the loo, he would go, I'm so sorry, the toilets are closed today. And they would turn around and they would leave. He stood there for 24 hours. And at the end, for his efforts, he got a credit at the end of the movie. Right at the end of the credits, you'll see his name listed as a toilet attendant.
Wow.
A toilet attendant for toilets, that never existed.
I think it's just brilliant how the tour guys, the bus conductors, they can just change like that. Just like that. I think it's amazing how, obviously, in their head, they might be like, oh, this has happened, oh my god. And they might have their own personal thoughts about the protest, however, they're not showing that. And I think that's a really good thing. I think the fact that they can just stay calm, they can continue the tour, they don't get upset by the protests. I think that is an amazing thing. And I think today has just shown how brilliant London Buses is, how good their staff are.
This is the most filmed street in all of London for 2 key reasons. First of all, there's no ugly glass buildings anywhere. This is what tourists think all of London looks like. So it's a very nice shooting location. The other reason is that it's not a main road, so it's very easy to block off the road without causing any issues for the traffic. Obviously, the more diversions you cause, more sort of congestion you cause, the more you have to pay the City of London for its trouble. So this is quite a good street. It's never very busy. It's not a main road. Block it off easily. They shot scenes out of Skyfall, in Paddington, in 28 Weeks Later, and of course, in the Harry Potter franchise. So, the first instance I want to tell you guys about is in the Order of the Phoenix. So, Harry Potter and Arthur Weasley are making their way to the Ministry of Magic because Harry Potter has been accused of doing magic in front of muggles. It's kind of being set up, but, you know, he's still got to stand trial. And they don't want to anger the government, the ministry, any more than they have by getting there magically. So they get there the least magical way possible. The London Underground. And then they come to here, and they come up to a telephone box, which obviously is not really here day to day, so we bring our own. Arthur Weasley goes, oh, I've never used the visitor's entrance before, this should be fun. Puts his muggle money in, and then, woo, down they go into the ministry. Because the Ministry of Magic is underneath our feet. It's underneath Whitehall. Now, for some reason, the director hated that door. Absolutely hated it. Didn't want it in his movie. There! So he built a big column in front of it, and then CGI'd an archway. Which is a bit funny, because he left that ugly metal grate right in the shot. Whatever, he's the director. He gets to do what he likes. Okay, so I will show you these scenes in just a second. We got one more place to get to. Hope you've not been walking too much already. It's a bit of a trek left. So, pump yourselves up, limber up. Okay, let's do it. So, in the Deathly Hallows Part 1, just before that toilet scene, you guys stay here. The scene goes something like this. Now, there is one very important question to ask you as you get on, and that is, what flavour of potion do you want? We have Serpent's Venom. It tastes a lot like lemonade. Don't compare it to venom that you'd get elsewhere. We've de-venomed the venom. We have Basilisk's Blood. Tastes a lot like mixed berries. Tears of a Wizard. A lot like cream soda. Funny that. Butterscotch beer. Believe it or not, tastes a lot like butterscotch. And Cauldron Cola. It's just cola. Very important with all of them to turn them upside down, give them a swirl, and you'll see the magic. Okay, so as you come on, tell me what flavour you want and then make your way upstairs.
Bubblegum, please.
Bubblegum, absolutely. There you go.
Thank
Make
you
sure
very
to
much.
activate the magic.
Yep.
Cola.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, so before we set off, I'm going to need your help making the lights work. So on the count of 3, would you mind saying Lumos for me at the top of your voices? 1, 2, 3.
Lumos!
Fantastic! Oh, strong magics amongst you guys.
These are also
Okay.
sugar-free.
It's really good.
Can you take a picture of it? Okay.
And it's magic. It's a magic potion.
So, my name is Laurie. I'm going to be your magical guide for today. Our bus driver is Robbie. You are in very safe hands. Together we've been doing this route for a combined 364 years. And in that time we've barely lost 100 passengers. Which is like less than one a year. Pretty good. Well, yeah, just about less than one a year. Combined years. Now we're going to be going around many of the shooting locations in London, and I'll also be telling you a little bit of Harry Potter trivia as we go around, as well as some trivia about the history of magic in the great and ancient city of London. London is about 2,000 years old, and in that time there's been all kinds of magical going on in this city and in the UK in general. In fact, when London had only just been founded by the Romans, it was burnt to the ground by the English warrior queen Boudica. And when she declared war on the Romans, she performed a ritualistic human sacrifice of some of her soldiers and Roman soldiers, which absolutely terrified the poor Romans. If you look to your left, you will see Australia House. It looks very Harry Potter. They did not film any scenes here for the simple reason that it is always in use as the second most important court. Lean out the window, people on the right, to catch a glimpse of the dragon. We're now passing Poppins Court to our left, which is apparently the inspiration where Mary Poppins gets her name. According to many, many people. I slightly doubt it, but that is how the story goes. And of course, Mary Poppins was a witch. We know this because A, she can fly, and B, she has the magical power to make kids do their chores. Which is truly, nobody in Hogwarts can do that. And directly ahead of us, it will be on our left soon enough, is the iconic St. Paul's Cathedral. St. Paul's Cathedral has dominated the skyline. Is a wedding taking place there right now? How the hell do you book St. Paul's Cathedral for your wedding? If that is possible to get married in there, do not tell my girlfriend's parents, because I get the question all the time at the moment. However, this was the shooting location for 3 separate scenes in the Harry Potter franchise. There is a stone spiral staircase inside that leads up to Sybil Trelawney's divination room and leads down to Mad-Eye Moody's Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. And in the Fantastic Beasts movie, it is where Albus Dumbledore, played by Jude Law, walks across the roof in a dramatic scene. That is Millennium Bridge across the way to our right. Now, in the Half-Blood Prince, this is where the Death Eaters swoop down and they swirl around the Millennium Bridge, known colloquially as the Wobbly Bridge. Okay, so we have now come to what is normally the first walking tour section of the tour. This time it is the second. You are, of course, welcome to stay here if you would prefer to stay in the warm. You're also welcome to leave your possessions. You do so at your own risk, but we have never had any issues with anything being taken, and the driver will be staying with the bus. So yeah, follow me.
Very impressive. So, we are here in Leadenhall Market. This is the centre of the City of London. I did say we'd be seeing more dragons. There is a whole battalion on standby right here. As you can see, we are surrounded by all of these glass buildings, right? This is London's financial centre. So, after a long, hard day of stealing money and making the world worse, all the bankers and investors and finance bros, they like to come out of their glass coffins into this nice, gorgeous, ornate marketplace, usually to have a pint at the Lamb. As you'll remember, in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Hogwarts has been trying desperately to get a letter to Harry Potter. All those owls descend, giving all those letters, and the Dursleys do everything they can to stop Harry from opening any of them. And they flee to the house on the rocks, that horrible house on that craggy rock in the sea, somewhere awful and remote like Newcastle or Grimsby. I don't even know. And then Hagrid knocks down the door, apologises, says, "You're a wizard, Harry," and then gives Dudley a little pigtail before abducting him, but in a happy way. The next scene takes place right here. So, we see Hagrid and Harry walking down this street with Leadenhall Market in the background. And Harry has finally got his letter, and he's reading it, and he goes, "It says students need to bring a pewter cauldron, and they may bring, if they desire, a toad, an owl, or a cat. Can we find all of this in London, Hagrid?" In exactly that voice. Exactly that voice. And then Hagrid, the next shot is down this street here. And we know that because the 44 and 45 you see just there are visible over his shoulder. And he goes, "If you know where to go." just like that. I know, I'm part parrot, so it's a skill of mine. And then they come down this street to the Leaky Cauldron, known to you muggles as the Two Eyes Coffee Speciality House and Opticians.
So this is a Harry Potter merch store, apparently. Oh, this is where they get their potions from. There's so many things. I want a wand. Gryffindor. Unfortunately, I'm not a Gryffindor, so... Got so many potions. And they've got wands as well. Oh my god, I want a wand. Wow. We're getting a Harry Potter wand, the Elder Wand. Dobby. Dobby's my favourite character. So we've just bought this very expensive wand. It was £24. But yes, we just bought this really expensive wand and I'm going to magic my cameraman away. Let's see. It's my first time opening it. Abracadabra. Anyway, this is the House of Wonders, I think. That's cool.
Which is the scene in the movie. Welcome back aboard.
The detail on this wand is incredible. We're just about to depart. I have my wand. I am Dumbledore, apparently, according to the box.
You will see probably the best photo opportunity of the tour as we see Tower Bridge and the British warship, the HMS Belfast. Of course, in the Order of the Phoenix, they fly all the way from Canary Wharf, which you can see is the centerpiece, is that tower with the pyramid top. They fly all the way round, past Tower Bridge, past HMS Belfast, and then off and away.
We're just about to play the quiz.
Well done!
We are getting wet.
Margaret Thatcher does not haunt the second floor girls' bathroom. She haunts the entirety of the UK. Very different thing. Which means UKTransit is in the lead.
We are in the lead.
The name of Hagrid's three-headed dog. Fluffy, Scabbers, Dobby, or Crookshanks? You said Crookshanks. Do not tell me. Do not. It's fine. You haven't seen the book. You haven't seen the movies. You haven't read the books. Whatever. That's your choice. Yes, it is Fluffy. Which means Karen has pulled into the lead, followed by UKTransit, then Joy, then Shaz and James.
We're just going past the Elizabeth Tower now. And the Houses of Parliament at Westminster Abbey.
Right, so with that said, this is UKTransit signing off from Embankment. Like, subscribe, leave any comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. This was really, really, really enjoyable. I had a brilliant time here in London today with Londoner buses. Thank you so much for inviting me back onto the Magic Bus. This was so much fun, and obviously, because it's a route master, it just makes it 100 times better. Oh, what's that? Ah, thank you. I survived. Ah, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I look forward to seeing it on YouTube.
Yes, thank you.